When the man was about to check in at the hotel, the staff immediately called for the hotel manager, Mark. The manager offered to upgrade him to the presidential suite and said he could grant him any other request. However, strangely enough, the man insisted on staying in room 1408, which he had booked. Seeing that persuasion was futile, the manager took him to his office. Mark brought out a bottle of 1982 Lafite and invited Jack to drink until they were thoroughly intoxicated. But even so, Jack still refused to compromise. With no other choice, the manager had to bring out the room's guest log. It turned out that since the hotel first opened, all 99 guests who had stayed in room 1408 had died under mysterious circumstances. No one knew the reason. Mark warned him again that no one had ever survived more than 1 hour in that room. He thought Jack would back down in the face of such danger. But unexpectedly, Jack became even more excited after hearing this. Left with no choice, the manager had to escort Jack to the 14th floor. Mark gave him one final warning not to go in, but Jack remained unmoved. Little did he know this would be the decision he would regret most. Jack walked along while flipping through the room's log. However, at that moment, Jack suddenly found himself back at the elevator. It seemed an invisible force was preventing him from reaching room 1408. Jack had to put away the log and head toward the room. Soon, he arrived at room 1408. Jack knocked on the door and found no sound coming from inside. This made him think Mark had just been putting on an act. Jack opened the door and turned on the lights in the room. He found everything in the room was perfectly normal, so Jack closed the door. But being cautious, he still carefully checked every corner of the room. However, when he opened the window and looked out, Jack suddenly noticed someone across from him. But eerily, the person was doing the exact same movements as him. When Jack picked up the desk lamp, the person also picked up a desk lamp. Only then did he see clearly that the person looked exactly like him.
Hey! Look out!